my name is Charlotte Ashdown and I live in Billericay in Essex, and unless I'm at uni then I live in Liverpool and I sing.
What made you want to get into music and singing?
From a very young age I was performing all the time. I was doing more like musical theatre things, and then as I grew up I decided I was more into music, but it's kind of just always been around really. I've always been on stage, kind of, you could never actually get me off stage, so yeah, it's just always been music.
How would you sum up your music and what you do with music in a few sentences?
I'd kind of describe my music as uplifting, I guess. It's always a feel-good music, people like to tap along. People always say that the song gets stuck in their head, which is a good thing, I guess, but yeah, it's just kind of funky, kind of easy listening.
What sort of inspirations would you get when you're writing?
A lot of the time the inspiration comes from past experiences, really. I find it hard to write about something that I haven't actually experienced. So normally I dig up old emotions or old scenarios and kind of write about it, and that normally the song just kind of flows if it's true, really.
So sort of past experiences that you get?
Yeah, basically, yes. So, yeah, that's it.
What sort of music are you listening to at the moment? What bands, artists?
At the moment, I am obsessed with Leanne Havas, who I find is just incredible, absolutely incredible. And but I've been listening a lot to kind of indie folk music at the moment, and a band that I'm also obsessed with is a band called Daughter, who, like, the lyric writing is just incredible, and as a musician you kind of go, oh my god, that line is so good, kind of thing. So yeah, I just can't get enough of it.
Do you have any new songs that you haven't released at all?
I do. I've been working a lot on writing this summer, as well as filming the video for the track Overview, which I've just released. And so yeah, I've got 2 more tracks will be coming out soon. One's about being rejected. Everyone has once in their life. No one likes to admit it, but it's true. So yeah, that's one's about being rejected. Another one's like a proper feel-good summer tune that kind of imagine everyone just kind of swaying along to and singing along to. So yeah, those are the 2 main ones that I'm working on.
Would you consider yourself a feminist?
I wouldn't quite say that I'm a feminist, but I can understand why people might think that, because a lot of my songs are very kind of for women, against men, kind of teaching men a lesson. One of my songs is called Ain't That Kind of Girl, and it's kind of having a go at guys who think they can get their way. And another one's called Walk Away, and it's basically telling guys who keep asking and asking to go out on a date or whatever, and you're just not interested, and I'm just like, look, walk away, basically. So I can understand why a lot of people might think I'm a bit of a feminist, because I'm always girl power, kind of screw men, but I'm not. I love men deeply, so I wouldn't call myself a feminist.
While they're not here now, would you like to introduce sort of your band members and say what each of them brings to the band and what their music taste is and such?
Yeah. So first off we have Jack, or we call him Heimers, who plays the keys, and usually I come up with like the melody lines and the lyrics, and then I'll go to Jack and then we'll work on it together before we bring it to the band. So he's like a very important person to me. And he's kind of like the cheeky chap, I think. There's a lot of banter that goes around, a lot of flirty banter between us. I love Jack to bits. So yeah, that's Jack. Then we have Scott, who's the drummer, and I'd say he's like the cool one of the band, but I think it's just because drummers are just like, in general, drummers are always cool in every band, so yeah. And there's always him and Jack of like the comedy duo, they're like hilarious together. Then we have Bendik, who's the guitarist. He's the Norwegian one of the band. Every band's got to have someone from Norway, so he's that, and he's kind of like, he's like the dark horse really. Like when he comes out with stuff sometimes we're like, what is he talking about? But he's just absolutely hilarious, and the band would just not be right without him really. And finally we have Dan, or I call him Fergie Ferguson because his surname's Ferguson. But and he's just, I don't know how to describe him really. He's absolutely hilarious. He should be a stand-up comedian, but obviously I'm really glad he's not, because he's my bass player.
Yeah.
So, and I deeply need him. So yeah, but he's just, the things that he comes up with, I don't know where it comes from really, but it's just hilarious. So that's it, that's the band. It's 5 of us.
Oh, that's great. What would your ideal music video be, and for which song? If it's one of your own, or?
Oh, that's really tough actually. I'd probably do it for the song Ain't That Kind of Girl, but I would have no idea what to do with it. I just think it'd be kind of like a cheeky little video in a place like this actually. This is pretty cool. I like, this is where my next video is going to be, in Camden.
I'm sure they'd love that.
Yeah, ask them, come back. But yeah, I have no idea, no. Yeah, something like that.
What do you do, sort of what hobbies have you got when you're not writing or playing music?
What do I do when I'm not doing music? I eat. That is basically all I do. That's like, music and eating is just like my life,
so you're
I think.
really immersed into it then, it's like, it is your life.
Yeah, literally. No, yeah, I just love eating. Actually, I wrote a song about comparing loving someone to food, like how much you love food. I haven't finished that one, I need to finish it actually. But yeah, no, that is, I don't really, what do I do? And I guess I just do what everyone else does. I go out a lot. Go out too much actually, my parents would probably say. But yeah, I'm a very sociable person, I like going out.
Are you into fashion at all?
I can't say that I am. I'm a bit, I don't know, I just think if you want to keep up with fashion, you kind of have to be really devoted to it, and it takes a lot of time because it changes all the time. I think I'm a bit lazy. I'm too lazy to keep up with the fashions. Sometimes I'll have something and it just happens to be in fashion and I'll wear it and I'm like, oh, this is good. But I'll keep wearing it even if it's out of fashion, to be fair. If I could wear a baggy t-shirt and shorts and my Doc Martens all day, every day, I probably would. I'd sleep in my Doc Martens if I could.
So you just sort of roll with your own type,
yeah,
really.
I just, comfort is key, I think.
Who are your idols, if you've got any?
Ooh, I think I've always looked up to people who kind of do everything, so a bit of the producing, who are involved with everything, all the aspects of music. So like I've always looked up to Beyonce, like since the age of like 2 or whatever. I've always listened to her, but I admire a lot of people like Prince, who are just, I don't know, just true musicians really. You can see like how they've put everything together, and just amazing live as well. So I don't know, just big people like that, I guess.
If you could have any artist to collaborate with, who would it be and why?
That is so hard, there's so many people. I'd probably pick someone I fancy just so that I could get to meet him. Probably, I've always had a little crush on Justin Timberlake, and I think he's amazing as well, but he hasn't really done much anymore. But yeah, probably someone that I fancy so I get to meet him, I guess.
Justin Timberlake's gone into more acting recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was in Time, I think it was.
In Time, yeah, In Time and Friends with Benefits. I've watched that millions of times, so yeah.
Just
for
Justin.
Just for him.
Right. Ironically, do you have a celebrity crush at all?
I think I have too many celebrity crushes, really. But I think I'm more into actors, actually. If I could meet one person, Ryan Reynolds. It's like my dream man.
So if you sing, that's your main thing, I assume.
Yeah.
Do you play any other instruments at all?
I suppose I can say I play the piano. I did all the grades up to 5, and then like every teenager that turns 16 and discovers boys, I quit stupidly, which I regret so bad because I wish I could play better. But I play enough. A lot of the time when I write a song, I write it with my piano. So yeah, I guess I could say that I play piano, just not very well. I wouldn't call myself a piano player on any level or anything, but yeah.
So have you got your own piano that you
I
play
do.
and practice on?
I have that at home, yeah.
If you could play any other instrument whatsoever, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I think I've always wanted to play the trumpet. I went to an all-girls school. Believe it or not, it was awful. No, it wasn't too bad. I loved it, the 5 years I spent there. But I always wanted to join the orchestra. So I kind of went to my music teacher and I was like, I want to join the orchestra and I want to play the trumpet. And she was like, okay, well, you can't go straight in and play the trumpet. So how about you join the orchestra and play percussion? So me and my best friend joined, Jess, and we just like basically just tapped on like tambourines and little triangles and stuff like that. People underestimate the skill it takes actually to play it. It does. It's really like, it takes a lot. But in the end, I never moved on to the trumpet. I stayed in percussion for 5 years in the orchestra. So yeah, so I guess I always wanted to play the trumpet, but if I could choose any now, it'd probably be saxophone. It's a sexy instrument, the saxophone.
It's a good blues instrument, that.
Yeah, one of my friends plays the saxophone. I was really jealous. I think he looks really cool when he plays it, and everyone loves him for it as well.
This isn't related to music in any way, really. If you had any superpower, what would it be?
It's really hard because there's so many. I'm just trying to think of all the films like you can watch, and then it's just like, which one? I've always thought mind reader, but then at the same time, you probably don't want to know everyone's thoughts all the time. So I think it'd have to be, what's it called when you like can go from one place to another? It's not like time traveling, it's...
Teleporting.
Yes, that's the one. Teleporting. I'd do that because I'm the most impatient person in the world. So when I want to get somewhere, I just want to be there. Like the whole traveling, it's just like, ugh. So yeah,
as long as you know where the place is.
Yeah, I suppose. If I could just think about it and then be there, that'd be awesome.
What should the viewers of this video know about you that they don't already know? So maybe like a little secret or something that you haven't told anyone.
Oh, that's really hard. What does people want to know? Not a lot of people know that I've got a tattoo. Just got a little treble clef behind my left ear. And yeah, a lot of people can't see it because I wear my hair down all the time. So it's only when I wear my hair up on the odd occasion and everyone's like, oh, hello, you've got a tattoo. So yeah, I guess that's something. I got it done in New York in April. You know, you go to New York, what are you going to do? You're going to get a tattoo. My parents were furious, actually.
So that's not really the biggest secret in the world. Have you got a secret you want to tell us, maybe?
Oh, God. I'm not a really secretive person. Oh, I know. I still sleep with my teddy. I'm not even joking. Literally, it goes everywhere with me. I've had it since I was born. And it's just, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? It's more like an embarrassing fact more than a secret.
Do you want to know secret?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with mine too.
Yeah, see? It's like, and if I ever met someone like the man of my dreams and he's like, get rid of your teddy, I'd be like, no, that's it, you're gone. If someone disses my teddy, and it's called Teddy as well, because it's like a little bear. But it's like all worn out and kind of missing half its eye, and it's missing the fluff in, but...
It's aged well.
Yeah, I dropped it in my potty once as well. It's just been everywhere. It's been in the sea, in the sand. It's been everywhere, really. Yeah.
It's a good life companion, though.
Yeah.
Have you got any new material that you're going to be bringing out soon that you want to tell us about?
Yep, I have a song called Thank You. That should be coming out within the next month because it's getting mixed at the moment. That's about my best friend Maggie, who's always there for me no matter what. No matter, plenty of times I've embarrassed myself, but she's still stuck by my side, so that song is to her, and that should be coming out next month. And then when I go back up to Liverpool next week and meet with the band, rehearse, work on the new material that I've been writing, we'll get back in the studio and record some more tracks. So within the next year there should be plenty, and plenty of gigs. If anyone wants to come see us, Liverpool is the place to be. And we're going to try and get some more gigs around Essex and London as well within the next year. So lots of stuff going on.
I think everyone's going to be looking forward to that.
I hope so.
You are as well, by the sounds of it.
I am. It's what I do. It's like, yeah, it's my life, basically.